Good morning, students. Today you will learn the grammar topic verbs. Okay. We already learned verb is an important part of a sentence, right? A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. It contains a verb and a subject. Okay. So here let us see the definition of a verb. A verb is a word that is used to denote an action word. Okay, next the condition of the subject or what is possessed by the subject. See, no sentence can be formed without a verb. A verb may consist of one word, more than one word, maybe 2, 3 or 4 words. Look at the example. Zoha studied in the night. In this sentence, which is verb? The word studied. Because this word studied is an action word. Okay, Zoha studied in the night. Studied is an action word. So here studied is verb. Next, Sana likes donuts. Here she likes donuts. Okay, here the word likes is an action word. Next is cleaning. Gagan is cleaning the house. Cleaning is the action word. Next, waiting. Here reads. Okay, read is an action word. Next, look at here is a be verb. Okay, not action word. Is a be verb. What verbs comes under the category of be verbs? Am, is, are, was, were. Okay, so these words are verbs. No sentence can be formed without a verb. Okay. Next, object of a verb. Look at the example. Neha kept the money carefully. The little boy is flying a kite. Stephen King writes novel. The teacher praised the children. Here, if you want to identify the object in this given sentence, you just ask question what or whom after the verb. Okay, look at here. Kept what? What did Neha keep? Neha kept the money carefully. So here indicates the money. Next, what is the little boy flying? The little boy is flying a kite. Okay, so here indicates a kite. So these are the object of a verb. Okay, here money, next kite, and then here novel, then the children. Okay, these are the object of a verb. See, next let's see the kinds of verbs. Okay, there are 3 kinds of verbs. First transitive, next intransitive, third one is incomplete. Let us discuss one by one. First, transitive verbs. Look at the example. Seema bought candies. Next, the girl opened the door. Here, in these 2 sentences, you just stop with the word bought and opened. Seema bought. The girl opened. Are these 2 sentences giving any complete meaning? No. These are not giving any complete meaning. Okay, so that we have to add some objects to make the complete meaning. Okay, now you read these 2 sentences. Seema bought candies. The girl opened the door. Now these 2 sentences are give complete sense. Okay, look at the definition for transitive verb. A verb which requires an object to complete its meaning is called a transitive verb. See, the verb requires an object to make a complete meaning. Here the word bought, okay, a verb bought requires an object, candies, for complete meaning. So this is called transitive verbs. Some more examples for you. She kept the money carefully. Here the verb kept requires the object money, and here is flying. Okay, the verb is flying, requires an object, a kite. Next here the verb writes requires an object, novels, and here is preparing, requires vegetable soup. Okay, these are the examples for transitive verb. Some transitive verbs take two objects. Okay, one is direct object, another one is indirect object. Here direct object mentioned only a thing. Okay, indirect object mentioned some person. Look at the example. Grandma baked a cake for me. Here the word baked is verb, cake. Cake is just a thing, right? So cake is direct object, and here me refers some person, so me is indirect object. That's all. Next, let's see the definition for intransitive verbs. A verb which does not require an object to complete its meaning. Okay, that is called intransitive verb. Here transitive verb requires an object to complete its meaning, but here see, a verb which does not require an object to complete its meaning. Look at the example. My sister shouted. The children are studying. The dog barked. Okay, these sentences makes good sense by itself. Okay, is called an intransitive verb. Here shouted is verb. Okay, but in this sentence the verb shouted does not require any object here. Okay, and here also are studying is verb. This verb does not require any object to make complete sense. So this is called intransitive verbs. Next, verbs of incomplete predication or incomplete verbs. Look at the example. The boy is honest. He is a good sportsman. The play was interesting. In these three sentences, the verb is and was. Do not take an object. Okay, these are not object, but when the words honest, good sportsman, interesting are added for complete sense. Okay, so the verb is and was are incomplete verbs. Here is and was are incomplete verbs. Got it? Next, let's see the complements of the verb. Look at the example. She sings melodiously. He screams loudly when scared. In these two sentences, the word melodiously is added to sings, and loudly when scared is added after the verb screams. These group of words are added after the verb for making a complete sense. That is called complements of the verb. Okay. Next, complement of the verb performed in two ways. Okay. One is subject complement and another one is object complement. Look at the example. Nina is a friendly girl. Here a friendly girl is the subject complement, because here a friendly girl tells something about the subject Nina, right? So that is called subject complement. Next, look at the example. I consider him trustworthy. Here trustworthy is an object complement because of the complement of the verb give us additional information about the object in the sentence, right? So here trustworthy is an object complement. Here the complement of the verb tell us something about the subject, so this is called subject complement. Here the complement of the verb give us additional information about the object, so this is called object complement. Next, let's see two categories of verbs. Verbs are broadly classified into two categories. One is main verb, another one is auxiliary verb. Look at here. Main verbs means nothing but just an action words. Okay. Look at the example. Cry, write, jump, dive, eat, run. So these are the action words, right? So these action words are called main verbs. Next, look at here. Auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verbs is divided into three category. One is be verb, do verb, have verb. Here am, is, are, was, were. These verbs are comes under the category of be. Next, do, does, did come under the category of do. Next, have, has, had, will have, shall have. These are comes under have verb. Got it? Look at the example. She has danced gracefully. Here has is a have form. So has is a auxiliary verb. Is, he is playing outside. Is an auxiliary verb. Next, does, auxiliary verb. Can, also auxiliary verb. Here the word can comes under the category of do verb here. Okay, can and could. This topic is over. Let us recall. Transitive verb is requires an object to complete its meaning. Intransitive verb means does not require an object to complete its meaning. Okay, and next, incomplete verb means transitive and intransitive verb that need the help of some words to complete the sense of the sentence are called incomplete verb. Next, complement of the verb means a group of words that make a group of words that make to complete sentence, that is called complement of the verb. It performs into two ways, subject and object. Here complement of the verb tell us something about the subject, that is called subject complement, and here complement of the verb tell us something about the object, that is called object complement. Next, main verbs and auxiliary verbs, and then example. That's all.